Okay, we are going to jump into reading our article about the Titanic. Iceberg right ahead. By the time these words rang out on the RMS Titanic, it was too late. The warning came at 11:40 p.m. on the clear, cold night of April 14th, 1912, in the icy seas of the North Atlantic. Within 40 seconds, the ship's starboard right side was racked below the waterline by the submerged spur of an iceberg. Less than 3 hours later, the Titanic sank beneath the water. At least 1,523 of its roughly 2,228 passengers and crew were dead or dying. Had the Titanic missed the iceberg that Sunday, it may have simply been remembered as one of the largest, most luxurious ocean liners of its time. Yet so much went wrong that the Titanic has become a symbol for the disaster. The great ship's story is a drama with a little of everything: heroism and fear, humility and arrogance, wealth and poverty, life and death. Come aboard the grand ship for a voyage of a lifetime, from the safety of home. And there is a visual of the entire ship as it was sinking. So first, I want to address how sad and tragic that this story is, and over the next few days, we're going to dig in a little deeper on the story of Titanic. But today, we are focusing on how to unlock the meaning of unfamiliar words. So I'm actually going to highlight and zoom in on this word humility. We are focusing on inferring the meaning of the word humility. So I first need to consider clues to help me infer this meaning. The first thing I notice is that the writer has paired some words together. For example, he has paired heroism and fear, and he has also paired wealth and poverty, and life and death. And then finally, we have humility and arrogance. I know the meaning of most of those words, and I know that wealth and poverty and life and death are considered opposites. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. So I notice that these are opposites. Thinking back to our equation that we learned, BK plus TC equals I'm going to try to use my background knowledge and merge it with the text clues to infer the meaning of the word humility. I know the meaning of the word arrogance. People who are arrogant are full of self-importance. They seem to think that they are better than other people. So I'm going to make a note that I know that arrogance means that people feel like they are self-important. They are full of themselves. So I can infer that humility is going to be considered an opposite of arrogance just by the pattern that I noticed in that sentence. People with humility probably don't think they are better than other people. Someone with humility might be considered humble. I hope that this is making sense. Can you see how I inferred the meaning of the word humility by using the context of the whole entire sentence? So I'm going to take this, what we've discussed, our notes, and I'm going to add it into our anchor chart here. I'm going to add it onto this recorded portion, but then go back into our Pear Deck and add it there as well. So I know that the word that we're focusing on is humility, and the inferred meaning is being humble, or, being kind. And we know that the text clues that helped us get to that meaning was we used the opposites. And we realized that this is the opposite of arrogance. So again, we want to use a sentence because that really nails down that we understand the meaning of our word. So I'm going to say she accepted the award with humility and grace. As we continue reading, we are going to add to this anchor chart.